Ball floated through. Buffon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Oh, that's a key interception. Rice, very much a man of this moment. And it's Valverde, played into space, and he was alert to it. Valverde is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Valverde.
Como are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
That's a throw. Great vision. Yaya Toure is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Pelé. And a header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Well-timed, excellent interception. Toure really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
And here's Dembele. Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. It's a pretty loose pass, and he's managed to get free. Brilliantly cut out. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Rice. Messi. Lahm. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Tanucci is the team's great visionary.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Gullit.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
In by Gullit. And it's safely in the keeper's hands. Messi. Pepe. Valverde. Thuram. Mbappe. Valverde showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vieira for Yaya Toure. Rice. Tanucci looking for the run. Dembele going after that. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. Como finding themselves behind by just one goal at the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. And we get things going again.
Como really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Played out wide, and it's Lahm. Lahm made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. He's in a good position, chance for a shot! Vieira. And it's Lahm. Pele conjures time and space where few can. Pressure coming in from all directions. Lahm. Ah, such a clever touch. Valverde did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And he's had it nicked away. Gullit being given no time to dwell on the ball here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And that's definitely not his best. And it's Rice. And here's Gullit. Good ball, good take. Terrific effort! And that pass isn't the best. In he goes again! You've got to be quick to recover this. And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Getting up there!
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 28.997 spettatori.
And that has put paid to that. Searching pass he's played there. Saliba spots it and intercepts. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Your impression so far, Jim?
We've not seen much from this team as a whole, Peter. OK, that's largely due to the way their opponents have approached it, but they can up their game considerably, and I mean considerably.
Valverde, never out of the action for very long. Messi, can he get on the end of this? Saliba kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rice.
Kashima Antlers have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Ronaldinho. That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Kashima Antlers clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted. Como really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
This is a really front-footed approach.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Goes for a shot! And that really should have been that.
Dembele really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 10.
So changes afoot here and from both sides.
Numero 41. Numero 24. Yaya Touré. Lasciano il campo per il numero 6. Il numero
That
11.
tackle was certainly sturdy. Played back into the centre.
Il numero 19. Messi. Il numero 26.
And it's
Attenzione
Dembele,
al cambio.
out towards the flank. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Cross to the back post.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
And a chance! And there's a goal! 2 ahead, late in the day, game over surely. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Kashima Antlers are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now it's Bale. Oh, good take. Can he finish? Just cruising. They are cruising. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Kashima Antlers find a position of real strength now. Seedorf, Cruyff, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Como suffer a humiliating defeat.